All right. Hello, everybody. I'm going to continue with fractions on a number line today. When we did fractions on a number line earlier this week, our number lines went from 0 to 1. Well, as you may notice, our number lines are going past 1, and on this one even past 2, because sometimes you have fractions that are greater than 1. One of the ways that you can tell that a fraction is greater than 1 is if the numerator is bigger than the denominator. If the numerator is bigger than the denominator, then it is greater than 1. Okay? So I'm going to show you how to find these 5 fractions on a number line. And then I have 5 for you to do. All right, so the first one is 4/3. So the denominator is 3. So we're going to be making 3 equal sections. And so I'm going to just go ahead and divide all of these up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so between each whole number, from 0 to 1, there's 3. From 1 to 2, there's 3. And from 2 to 3, there's 3. Now, before we find 4/3, I'm going to go through the whole process all the way across from 0 to 3. So, this first one is 1/3. So the second one is 2/3. Now the third one, which is 1 whole, is 3/3. Because now we have 1, 2, 3, 3/3. Now we're going to keep going. So now we're going to add another third to 3/3, and that is 4/3. One more third, 5/3. We're going to keep going. Now we're at 2, and 2 is the same as 6/3. Okay? You can count them to check your work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/3. Another third is 7/3. Another third is 8/3, and then 9 is the same, 3 is the same as 9/3. Okay, so that's how you plot out on a number line. Now we're looking for 4/3. So 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3. So we're right there. Okay. All right, next one is 5/4. Okay, 5/4. So from 0 to 1, I need to make 4 equal groups. So I'm going to use 3 lines. With fourths, I divide in half, and then divide those halves in half. Okay? Then, from 1 to 2, I do the same thing. So half of my half, half of my half. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/4. Now I'm going to label all the way across, even when I come to 5/4. So we have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 1, 2, 3, and 1, which is the same as 4/4. Because we have 4 of the 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, going past 1, now we have 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, and then 2 is the same as 8/4. So now I'm going to find 5/4 on the number line and go ahead and mark it. Okay? 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4. Okay? Now the next one is the one with the least amount of work. It's halves. So I'm going to divide 0 to 1 in half and 1 to 2 in half. So this is 1 half. So 1 is 2 halves. Going forward, this must be 3 halves, and then 2 is the same as 4 halves. So 1 half, 2 halves, 3 halves, 4 halves. And I'm looking for 3 halves, which is right here. Okay. Sixths. Sixths. All right, so remember to do sixths. You want to divide from 0 to 1 in half, and then each of the halves you're going to divide into 3 equal spaces. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're going to do the same thing with from 1 to 2. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 for a total of 6. Okay, now I'm going to label them. All right, so this is 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. 1 is the same as 6/6, 7/6, 8/6, 9/6, 10/6, 11/6, and 12/6. Now I am looking for 11/6, so it's right there. I thought that was a lot of work. Now I've got to do eighths. So from 0 to 1, we need to break this up into 8 equal sections on the number line. So to do that, you want to find the middle, and then divide it in half, and then halve those halves. So now I should have 8 equal sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now do the same thing from 1 to 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I have a bunch of 8s that I need to label. Go down. Ow. Oof. All right, so we have 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. So 1 is the same as 8/8, 9/8, 10/8, 11/8, 12/8, 13/8, 14/8, 15/8, and 16/8. We're looking for 10/8. That's 8, 9, 10. And there you go. All right, so that is fractions greater than 1 on a number line. So let's take this down. Stick it over here. So this is your work. So I want you to mark out and label the halves, and then find 4 halves. Mark out and label the thirds all the way to 2, and then find 5 thirds. 6/4, 9/6, and 13/8. So go ahead and pause the video, copy this, and then do the work, please. Okay, I'm back. You should be done. Let's check your work. Halves. Halves. So I'm going to be dividing each point from 0 to 1 and 1 to 2 in half. So, doot and doot. So this is 1/2. This is 2 halves. This is 3 halves. And this is 4 halves. So our point is right there. Okay, thirds. So we're going to divide this into thirds and this into thirds, into 3 equal parts. And then I'm going to label them. So this is 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3, 5/3, and 6/3. Now we must find 5/3 on the line. It is right here. Okay. Another one. 4ths. Alright, so 4ths. 4 equal sections from each whole number. 0 to 1, 1 to 2. So, divide in half, and then divide my halves in half. So, half, half, half. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So this is 1/4. This is 2/4. This is 3/4. So this must be 4/4, otherwise known as 1. This is 5/4, 6/4, 7/4. So 2 must be 8/4. Now we are looking for 6/4. Comes right after 5/4. Right here. 6/4. Okay. 2 more. 6ths. 6ths. So I'm going to divide each section in half. And then each of those halves I'm going to divide into thirds. Doop, 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 doop. Now, let's label them. Okay, these 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. So 1 must be 6/6. 7/6, 8/6, 9/6, 10/6, 11/6, an itchy nose, and 12/6. So 9/6 is right here. All right, now, 8ths for the last one. So with 8ths, we do a lot of dividing in half. I'm going to divide the 2 in half, and then I take it and I divide it in half, in half, in half, in half, and then divide all of those halves, which are actually quarters, in half again. And you will get 8ths. Now, before my pen dies, let's label all these 8ths. This is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. Okay, 1, that must mean it's 8/8. 9/8, 10/8. Oh, 8ths are exhausting. 11/8, 12/8, 13/8, 14/8, 15/8. Thank God we didn't do 30 seconds. And 16/8. Now we're looking for 13/8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, there it is. 13/8. And there you have it, boys and girls. Fractions greater than 1 on the number line.